Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain a topic that we get a lot of questions about. It's the levels in COFASO when we first start to a project. I will explain a bit the structure of a project and the relation between IEC standard like DIN or IEC standard. How should we structure our project if we want to design a project according to IEC standard? So just before I design something like this, explaining a factory, I took as an example a cement factory because cement factories are really good examples to explain the complexity of a project. We have a cement factory like this here, and under the factory we have a unit like a crusher unit, and under the crusher unit we have hammer crusher, we have roller crusher, and in these sections, under these units also, they have their own panels. And also we have two other units, baking unit and packaging unit. So I will try to build the same structure here on the project tree. So we go to COFASO here on the project tree, we go directly to new project, say new, and here the name of the project, cement factory, and here the project structure, which is we are talking about now. Right mouse button, I will say 2 levels because this is, I need 2 levels to build the same structure. Just say OK, and here you see the cement factory, and again white icon, and this is my crusher unit. Crusher, say enter, and let's go there. Like under the crusher unit, I have hammer crusher, roller crusher, so I will also click again, and I will say here hammer crusher 01. So this means I will also create the page. So this is my project page. I go back to hammer crusher 1. So this hammer crusher 1 on cement factory crusher, hammer crusher 1 is this one. And when I go again to crusher and one more click to new, so this is my hammer. Let's copy this. So this is gonna be hammer crusher 02, and again new page. So I can create the pages for the 3-line schematic. Go back to my design. So hammer crusher 3, hammer crusher 4. I have roller crusher, so I go again to crusher and click one more time to the white icon. I say roller crusher 01, which is enter, which is this one. So again, 2-3 pages I can create, and under the crusher I have roller crusher 2 also. So under the roller crusher 2 also some pages, and now I will go back to my design, and now I have also 2 other units which are baking and packaging. So now I go to cement factory instead of crusher. So click one more to white icon. I say baking, And under this, of course, I can open like bacon 01, bacon 02, etc. So let's do it. Yes. And again, I go to the cement factory because here I also have packaging. So cement factory, white icon, I say this is packaging unit, enter. If you want open-minded, this is packaging 01 would be, and also the 3-line schematic pages. So this now, the same structure I have here on the project tree. This is my project, cement factory. Open it like crusher, hammer crusher 01, hammer crusher 02. Why we are doing this? Because all these names are our like equal plus minus. So these are gonna be shown later on here on the plot frame, of course. And also when you, now I will show, for example, when I use a symbol, when I use a device in the 3-line schematic, the address is gonna be shown like this. Let's say I am using a contactor here. Let's say I have a contactor here. So I go to symbols, right mouse button, IEC, K01. I take it, I place it here. As you can see here, that equal crusher plus hammer crusher 02 minus K1. This is a unique address for this K1 contactor. By the way, so if you want, you can use shortcuts because then your name can be shorter than this. Now this is not exactly really useful. So yes, now I will use the power contacts of this contactor. So I say, okay, I go here, like the contactor is in the hammer crusher 2 panel, but I want to use the power contact, let's say in the baking unit. So I go to baking unit and I will use the power contact of this K1 contactor here. So it asks me which device is gonna be belong to this K1 here. Okay. Now as you can see directly, because the contactor is in the coil is in the hammer crusher panel. That's why we have this kind of explanation here. Says equal crusher plus hammer crusher. When you go to the hammer crusher 2, page 2, column 4, page 2. Oh no. Page 1, column 2, column 4. So here is your contactor, and here is the contact that you used already. So also when you go in the middle point of this contactor and click jump J from the keyboard, which is coming from jump, and you jump directly where your power contact is. So this structure you should think before you start to design your project, so that you can have a good structured project. This is gonna make easy all the process for the maintenance, and to especially for the maintenance, it's really important. But if your project, if your plant is not that complex, you don't have to build that kind of a structure. In that case, you can use one level instead of 2 levels, which is go COFASO, click white icon, let's say IEC here. And instead of 2 levels, I can also change with my mouse wheel. Instead of 2 levels, I will choose 1 level. If you choose 1 level, then under your project directly you will have your panels. So instead of project unit panel structure, now I have here, if I choose 1 level, I will have project and panel directly, or a local designation, we say, because an HMI also would be a panel, would be a local designation here. So thank you very much for listening me. Hope it would be helpful for your designing processes.